Ever wondered why most websites don't have this type of stunning transitions between pages? Well, most websites just have plain, boring page loads, no animations, nothing exciting. But why? And why does it seem like it's impossible to get those beautiful transitions working without getting into complicated code? The truth is, coding every animation manually while avoiding page refreshes is super hard and time consuming. Plus, it can mess with your website's SEO, because all the content would need to be dynamically rendered. Yeah, not ideal. But there's some good news. Recently, a new web API called the Page Transition API has been introduced. This new API lets you animate components between page loads with ease. And guess what? It's super simple to use even if you're running a WordPress site like we do here at BikeKnitter. All you need to do is add this little CSS snippet to all your pages. Simply go to your WordPress customization section and custom CSS and add the code like this. With just this one CSS property, you'll get a nice fade effect on all your page transitions. But wait, that's not all. We can do even better. If you want two elements, say a featured image on two different pages, to smoothly morph together during a transition, this API can make it happen. All you have to do is set the same view transition name for those elements on both pages, and that's all. They'll morph together like magic. Here's how you do it. You add the CSS property to both elements that you want to morph. For example, let's work with this featured image on the blog page postcard and the featured image in the post template. The trick is to make the view transition name unique. We can do that by using the post ID that WordPress automatically generates for all posts. But how do you embed that into your CSS? If you're using Elementor, you might be thinking Elementor doesn't allow dynamic tags in custom styles section. And you're right, but we have a workaround. Here's what you do. In Elementor, go to the Attributes section under Advanced. You can add custom attributes by typing the property name followed by a pipe character and then its value. In this case, the property is named Style and allows us to add some extra CSS code to our widget. And here's where it gets cool. You select the Dynamic Tags option, choose the post ID, and paste the whole code in the Before field. This will append the post ID to the base name, like image zoom 123. Repeat this on the second page's element, and now both elements will share the same view transition name. And just like that, you've created a smooth, visually stunning transition between pages. No need for complex coding or messing with SEO. One last note. These transitions sometimes don't work well, as the target of the morph might not be ready and rendered at the time transition starts. To tackle this issue, the Transition API also lets website designers delay the transition, pausing the page load to ensure that the elements morphing together are fully ready and rendered. According to MDN, you can define the element you want this delay to apply to by adding a link tag to the page headers. Here's how to add it to your website headers using a simple PHP snippet. Just drop it into your website with a free plugin like WP Code. Our snippet first checks if we are on a blog post using the isSingle function. If we are, it adds a header for the element with the tag featured image, so that when someone visits the page, their browser will briefly wait to ensure the featured image element is rendered before starting the transition, ensuring that this element is rendered and the transition always works correctly. On the other pages, like category archives, tag archives, the blog post page, search results, or your account page, the browser will instead wait for an element with the ID loaded. This could be an empty container you add at the bottom of these pages in Elementor. It's a small detail, but it ensures that your transitions are consistent by asking the browser to first render the corresponding element on the new page and then start the transition. So there you have it. Using the Page Transition API in Elementor, you can easily add gorgeous animations and transitions to your WordPress website. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and let us know in the comments if you've tried this out on your website. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy designing.